Italian football, a tapestry woven with passion, glory, and an undeniable flair for the dramatic. From the roar of the curva to the iconic blue of the Azzurri, it's a sport that runs through the very veins of the nation. But beneath the dazzling spectacle, a shadow has always loomed. A dark, insidious force that, time and again, has threatened to unravel the very fabric of the beautiful game. This is the story of match fixing, not just isolated incidents, but an epidemic that has plagued Italian football for decades, pushing it to the brink of collapse. To understand the depth of this crisis, we must first travel back in time, to a simpler, yet already compromised, era. Our journey begins in 1980, with the infamous Totonero scandal. The term itself, Totonero, meaning black pools, became synonymous with illegal betting. This wasn't just about a few rogue individuals. It involved players, club presidents, and even a national team hero. Lazio president Giancarlo Canaglia, AC Milan president Felice Colombo, and perhaps most shockingly, Paolo Rossi, the future World Cup Golden Boot winner, were all implicated. The allegations were stark. Players accepting bribes to throw games, manipulating results for illicit betting rings. The repercussions were swift and severe. AC Milan and Lazio were relegated to Serie B. Over 30 players received bans, some for several years. Rossi himself was banned for 2, a ban that ended just in time for him to lead Italy to World Cup glory in 1982. A redemption story almost too incredible to believe. But the wounds ran deep. Totonero exposed a dark underbelly, a vulnerability that would be exploited again and again. The next major tremor would hit over 2 decades later. Fast forward to 2006, the year Italy would win its 4th World Cup, a moment of national euphoria. But, just as the celebrations began, another, far more sinister, scandal erupted. Calciopoli. This was no mere betting ring. Calciopoli was a systemic conspiracy, outraged a vast network of individuals manipulating the very fabric of the game. It involved club executives, notably Luciano Moggi of Juventus, influencing referee appointments and even communication lines to ensure favorable officiating. The sheer scale was breathtaking. Juventus, Fiorentina, Lazio, AC Milan, Regina, listing with growing intensity. All were implicated. Intercepted phone calls revealed the chilling extent to which matches were being orchestrated, not by skill or talent, but by covert influence. The fallout was catastrophic. Juventus, the grand old lady of Italian football, was stripped of 2 Serie A titles and relegated to Serie B. Fiorentina and Lazio also faced points deductions and were initially relegated, though later reinstated to Serie A with significant penalties. AC Milan too began the next season with a points deduction. For a country so proud of its footballing heritage, this was a national humiliation. The integrity of the game, already questioned, was shattered. Fans felt betrayed, the trust irrevocably broken. Many believed Italian football would never recover. How could a league, so fundamentally compromised, ever regain its credibility? Yet remarkably, it did. Slowly, painstakingly, Serie A began to rebuild. But the lessons of Calciopoli seemed to fade, as new allegations, though smaller in scale, continued to surface in subsequent years, serving as constant reminders of the game's enduring vulnerability.